Hey everyone, Dash here with something new. In this new episode of Something Indie, we're going to start playing Don't Starve. Don't Starve is a game made by Klein Entertainment. You might know them from recent games they made, such as Shank 2, and Mark of the Ninja. They usually do kind of like side-scrollers and all that, but they have a pretty neat style that they like to hand-draw everything, including animations. Don't Starve is a game that pretty much bridges on survival. As the name says, you really don't want to starve. But I'll explain more of the game. It's on Steam, you guys can get it over there. If you buy it right now, since it's on beta, you get 2 keys, one for yourselves and one other to give to your friend. And it's normally updated in regular intervals. They started doing it on Chrome, which you can still play if you own a key by their site on Chrome, and you can then import that key to Steam if you like that. Otherwise, you just buy it from Steam and there's no problem. The next update is going to be in 8 days. Probably I'm going to work on that. So let's get started. First of all, let's click play, and above all, let's make a new world. I'm going to start everything from scratch, meaning I will lose all my progress. So yes, they will erase all current running 7 games on it. Continue, yes. Because I wanted to do a kind of tutorial on this game for many people, including a friend of mine, Gryphongod. I hope you're checking this out. So this is the character selection screen. I already have a few unlocked. You're going to start with just one character, which is Wilson, the gentleman scientist. I will conquer it all with the power of my mind. He grows a magnificent beard. Each of these characters has a special quirk. Wilson can grow a beard over time, which is important for certain things that I will explain later. We can also have a few other characters. So far there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters to be unlocked, depending on what you do. For all manners and purposes, we're going to start with Wilson. I could choose Willow, which is the fire starter. Things are so much prettier when they burn. But this is a spoiler, so whoops. Anyways, let's start with Wilson. Right now, it's generating the world from scratch. So I'll talk about a bit of the lore, if there is a kind of thing in Don't Starve. Don't Starve, you hurting Wilson's beard. Sorry, I just found that funny. Don't Starve is actually about you waking up in a world that supposedly you've been brought to by a demon. A demon brought you to that world as a punishment for something, and you have to survive in that world. So when you first start, you don't have anything at all. You just have to survive. And I'm gonna tell you the first few things when the world finishes generating and we start the game. I'll show you a few things that you should and shouldn't do. So, meanwhile, it's going to generate the world. The game is updated fairly regularly. You got a massive update right now. A few things changed, so it was a good deal for me as well to start over, because research was a bit changed. You have a thing that you don't start with anything. You have to actually research things as you go to be able to craft them and use them. And I'll show you guys later how that works. Inserting monsters, reticulating pathos, embiggening things, hurting a keen sense of despair, and it starts. Ready to play. How long will you survive? Excuse me for a moment. Had to cough for a bit. If you hear my nose for a bit, I'm actually with the sniffles. Goddamn cold weather is getting on to me, so I decided to record this while I was feeling a bit better. So, let's see. Say, pal, you don't look so good. You better find something to eat before the night comes. So yeah, that's Maxwell. We haven't even begun to figure it out. I'm just gonna pause here for a second. Who Maxwell is, it just pops up at the start and tells you that you need something to eat, otherwise you will die. Otherwise the world is pretty much a survival quest that you have to do. So I'm gonna show you a few things while we play. So first things first, this is Wilson, our main character, and we are pretty much free from everything right now. This is the map. By pressing tab you can see it, or pressing this button over here, and this is pretty much all we know. So first things first, we need to scavenge. So picking berry bushes is a very important skill you pick on first, and on many things I have to rush a few things just to explain. But over here you have the dial of the days. Over here this is daytime, here is dusk, and this is night. And the first skill you actually learn in this game is you have to have light. You don't want to be in the dark in this world. Why? I might show you for a bit if I have materials for it and we get there. But bad things happen, let's just put it at that. I'm also starting to unlock a few things. I already have a few things unlocked from my previous run. I apologize, I cannot do anything for that. I thought they would actually erase all my progress, but it seems they didn't. So anyways, you pick some grass, you pick sticks from saplings. It's good to have a bit of grass. I normally recommend at the start having about 10 or 20. And also try to pick some flint. The first thing I would recommend for you to have is build an axe, because you're gonna need some logs to make a fire. So you equip the axe with right click, just right click on it, you equip the axe and just start chopping some trees. Take that, nature! Yeah, Wilson's kind of a jerk sometimes. So we got a pine cone and some logs. Pine cones are important because you need to replant trees. Trees don't grow out of nowhere, so you should pick some pine cones and plant them as soon as you can. You should also try to gather as much of anything as you can during the day. Flowers you can pick up, but they are not really important right now. I suggest you don't waste time on them. Right now you can just pick up a few grass. Flint is important for you to pick up. If you see some flint, do pick up. Ooh, a carrot. Carrots are important. I do not recommend for you to eat carrots for one thing, and I'll show you later, which is trapping. Which is a nice way for you to get food. So let's pick all this. Oh! Oh my god, it's a turkey! Gotta get the bastard. Turkeys are a nice source of food. They were put near the Thanksgiving updates. However, they are massive douchebags that eat your berries, goddammit! Come over here, bastard! No, 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 no. Now you're stuck, bastard. Die. Give me your tasty meat, bastard. So yeah, nice source of food. They eat berries when they see them, so they actually screw you over. Oh god. Also bees. Yeah, this game brings a whole new meaning to not the bees! Bees are very important. Also weird bunnies. That must link to the Kingdom of Bunnyman. Also the characters speak like instruments, kinda wise. So, still picking some saplings. We're nearly the end of the first day. Picking as much flint and things as possible. I'm also gonna make a pickaxe because we're gonna need one fairly soon. Flint. You should normally start looking for a place to make a base of operations. Also, we're fairly lucky. We found a few rocks over here. So let's pick a pickaxe and mine these rocks. And look at that, we're actually lucky enough to get a piece of gold. Gold is important for research and for a few premium items that I'll show you later how to get them. So let's pick some rocks. I already have this unlocked. You're probably gonna have to unlock the next tier of fireplace with research. But I do recommend you start with a simple fireplace, which I'm going to do. I'm not going to start with the best one, so you guys can see why. And I also recommend you not to put fireplaces, at least not this fire pit, this campfire. Never put it next to trees because you can cause massive outbursts of fire. It's getting late, we need to make a fire. So yeah, we're currently on dusky, the time is streaking down to night. And as I said, night is fairly important that you actually have food and a fire to survive, otherwise you are in deep shit. Speaking loudly and badly. Ooh. Don't attack that, at least not for now. You don't want to die. Believe me. The longer you survive, the more experience points you gain, which allows you to unlock various new things for the game, such as new characters. Pick some carrots, pick a grass, and I should be fairly okay. Okay, I think it's time for us to make a campfire. Otherwise we're in big trouble. So yeah, now we have a campfire. You actually have to keep the campfire going, otherwise it will burn out. We're also gonna pick this berry bush over here. So yeah, now it's night time. See all this darkness around here? You actually don't want to stand around it. I'm gonna actually light the fire a bit, and against my better judgment, I'll go to the dark to show you why you don't want to be in the dark. Oh, actually Wilson doesn't allow me to go more into the dark. See? See? Yep. This is why you don't want to be in the dark. That thing just dropped my HP from 100 to 33. So in the night there's something out there trying to hunt you and kill you. Yeah, this is fairly important. So above all, let's take the things we found. Berries you can eat right away, like so. But I do recommend, for you to gain more from them, that you actually cook them on the fire. So instead of that little bit, you eat a berry. See, you gain much more food, and it actually heals you for a bit more. Same for all kinds of meat. So let's pick the drumstick we got from the turkey, cook it, and the morsel. No, I don't want to eat it. This is one of the troubles. You have to really be careful when clicking and stuff. So pretty much have a cooked morsel and a fried drumstick. That should hold us up in terms of food for a while. We can make a few new tools. I cannot make a spear yet. These are things you have to unlock due to research. And speaking of research, let's see if I can... Not yet. This is a fairly important thing that you have to build. This is one of your priorities right now. The science machine. Also, the game autosaves each day. And only kind of removes your save when you die. So the more, as I said, the more you survive, the more experience and things you gain. The game rewards you for being able to survive multiple days. So let's keep going. It's just pretty much that. You do what you can to survive. Slowly you improve yourself, make protections, traps and all that. And it's a fairly fun game. It has very good mechanics. And fairly interesting points. You have to always keep on the move, because some resources are not on the place you start with, so you have to be on the move sometimes. So it's good to locate your base in areas of transition, for example. Pick saplings, pick another carrot, pick up some flint. Excuse me for a second. Again, the goddamn sniffles. Didn't want to sneeze on camera. You guys would probably get bent out of shape, so I'll save you guys that. Also, there's a dress. I can make a straw hat, which you had to unlock, but I already unlocked it because it's fashionable and it makes me look like a doofus. More grass, more everything. There's also birds right now, which you can hunt. There are fairly few techniques. If you have doubts on anything, you can actually check the forums. They have a few tips on it. But this is pretty much how I play. So your style might be different from mine. your priorities and whatnot, but this will help you at least survive for a bit. Also, as you can see, we're getting a bit famished, so let's hit the fried dumpstreak. That heals us a bit, and let's eat the cooked morsel. So that makes us a bit more full, and healed us for a bit from that test bite from the thing that's hunting us. So, picking up the axe, let's get a few trees. Take that, nature! Yes. Also, pick some cones. Now, another thing. When you unlock the shovel, at first people don't know much what to do with the shovel. Shovel is important for a few things. It allows you to dig stumps, so you can get one extra log, and clear paths, so you have more space to plant new trees. Like so. Shovels also allow you to dig up grass stuffs, so you get a bit of cut grass on it. Oh, actually full of grass now. Hehe, full of grass. And you can replant grass where you see fit, so you can actually make a bunch of places. Also, I picked some seeds. Seeds are important for later, but not right now. My priority right now is to get some lumber so I can show you guys how the science machine works. Also, do allow trees to grow. Don't cut them on their prime. Trees do have a cycle of growth, from little stumps to big trees, then they die and then reborn again. So by cutting them when they are the tallest, you get more lumber for your buck, or so they say. Pick some rocks. Ooh, also another a gold nugget. That will help us in the long run. Let's chop this here. Yoink, yoink, yoink. And I can carry more stuff, so let's plant the pine cones. Also, campfires disappear after they run out, so they're not permanent. That's why you want to upgrade as soon as possible to a fire pit. And fire pits are actually safer, and then do not spread fire, so you can have trees around. However, due to something in the game, I do not recommend you having a forest nearby. Well, you can have it nearby, but not on top of you. Bad things might happen. This game has a bunch of quirks that you need to learn as you go, which I'm not going to spoil everything. I mean, the game has to have its surprises for you guys, but otherwise this is pretty much a fairly quick tutorial, and let's play on how I go and don't starve. I'm actually getting hungry. Let's go eat a few cooked berries. There we go, much better. Get the Also make sure you don't have the tool equipped like the shovel, otherwise you want to take oh, I forgot, I'm full of grass. Mistakes were made! Let's chop this tree quickly, so that we don't have anything close to us to annoy us. Like this. Pine cone, plant here, plant here. So yeah, when dusk comes, pretty much you have to start running a bit on this slice over here to the base. Otherwise, bad things will probably happen and you don't reach your time. If you are not reaching in time your camp, I do suggest that you build a torch, so that you actually find your way back without being hunted. Again, excuse me. Goddamn sniffles, leave me alone! My nose. Anyways, since we have so many grass, might as well add to the fuel and cook the berries we have with us. Nice and comfy. Anyways, right now we have enough materials to build the science machine. The science machine actually requires 1 gold now. Usually it didn't used to, if I recall correctly. I haven't yet unlocked the alchemy machine, so I didn't see any of the new recipes they put. So let's build the science machine over here. This will probably be the area. Let's see. It has a fairly bit of bushes around. It should be a nice base. I'll probably upgrade the campfire to something new. So yeah, science machine. You have a science machine. What do you do with it? Well, you actually feed it materials. What materials are important actually? Well, I'll tell you right now, putting grass on it, you don't learn very much. I gained just 3 knowledge from it. 6. You can gain a bit from all the grass in that, but the prime material for research is gold nuggets. As you can see, you gain a fair bit of research points from it. So what do you do with research points? Research points allow you then to research new things. For example, I would want to research cutstone, which requires stone, 3 stone, actually, to make a few. I would need 30 research points so I could unlock cutstone. I already unlocked boards, so I could make a few boards with logs. Right now I'm saving my logs for a few other things. One of the few things I do recommend at start for you to make, though, is a backpack. So let's make one. As you can see, Wilson already equips it, and this allows you to have pretty nice expanded place for you to put your things. So let's put all the food we have over here and organize our inventory for a bit. Putting all the tools here. Put the seeds. And also we managed to survive to day 3, so it was off for us. Wood and materials over here, and that's that. Okay, backpack in hands, we're looking pretty snazzy, but we're running a bit out of food, so we might eat a bit to recover and try to check the bushes. Also, the bushes do take a while to get food back, so it's a good first place to get food, but you should really start to research other means of getting food, and that is trapping. And I'll show you how to do that in a second. First, let's gather a few grass, and just checking where the berries are. Okay, those berry bushes are being depleted because we already took from them. This, however, does not, so put over here, put the carrot next to the others, and pick up the berries. So, let us remember. I do remember that we had a place that had a bunch of rabbits nearby. Rabbit holes, to be precise. And that's actually pretty good. So here's a rabbit hole, and there's actually a carrot over here. However, you want to check places that have a lot of rabbit holes. Why? So you can mass trap them. It allows you to pick up pretty much a nice place for you to get food. But just for demonstration purposes, you build a trap. The rabbit's over there. It's fine and dandy. So you first set the trap over here, and then you bait it with something. In this case, let's bait it with a carrot. As you can see, the rabbit got the scent of the rabbit, the carrot. We need to back away. Oh, also, it seems the bird was trying to get to the seeds, and we managed to get a bird. Well, I wasn't expecting that one. Yeah, you can also trap seeds because birds like to eat seeds, so you can do that as well. But let's go with our original plan and just bait it for the rabbit. So the rabbit sees the carrots. Move slowly. So you can have various. If you have various holes, you can mass trap. Also, traps don't decay right away, so you can reuse them for a while. And there we go. You lose the carrot for obvious reasons, but you get a morsel, which you can cook, and gives you more food than berries do, and all that. Actually, let's pick up the trap. We should get a few wood as well. You have always to keep a sharp eye on your food levels, because, well, the name of the game is Don't Starve, so don't starve! Yeah. Pick the log. Also, our axe is almost depleted. Tools do have a durability in such like other games like Minecraft and all that. They do have durability and they take a while for break. So you do need to keep getting resources and all that. Let's see, how close is that? Well, it's fairly close. Yeah, let's put a trap over here and get the carrot. Run away! Let the rabbit take the bait. Let's make another axe, just in case, because 8% I figured out probably won't be enough to chop this tree. Yeah, as you can see, the axe is broken, so I need to use a new one to finish the job. Now that we have a bunch of pine cones, let's just plant a few trees. This is actually a fairly good place to trap. There's a bunch of rabbits over here. Also, if you get close to a rabbit, they pretty much run away. But that's to be expected, really. Let's get this, take this here. So as you can see, there's a lot of rabbit holes over here. So this is actually a good place to trap. So you might scare a few of them away. It's okay, they pretty much appear. So you can trap places in advance. So rabbits do follow in. Yeah, they're running because it's late, and when it gets late, oops, didn't mean to drop the carrots, but well, on the other hand, we did manage to get a crow. I wasn't expecting that one. Still, I'm in advance just capturing things. We got a crow feather as well. So let's set a trap. And actually do keep one carrot for you to have, just in case of emergency and all that. Also don't carry the shovel around, otherwise you get the tough. I'm gonna need this. Let's see, can we make... No, we still are missing one stone to make the better fire, so let's go back. Our science machine is over there, so we should pretty much hurry up and build another campfire, otherwise we're in trouble. Science machine, hello. Oh, passed by it. There we go. As you can see, the campfire is gone, so let's make the campfire. There we go, just in the nick of time. Let's make another trap. You can also bait traps with other materials. You can bait it with seeds. You can bait it with berries and all that. Although berries I do not recommend because, well, yeah, I'm so hungry. We should eat something. So this is one of the things I told you to start trapping as soon as you can, because you can get lots of morsels. And even though they are really small food, they do fill you quite for a bit. It's much better than, well, eating all these berries and all that. So we should be good for a while. Let's cook the berry. And now time to organize our inventory. You can organize it as much as you like. I like to organize it this way, putting food on the backpack and materials on the toolbar for easy relation to building. Bug net is needed later for catching fireflies and other kinds of bugs, like butterflies, fireflies. It makes a few decent things. There is also now fishing rods, which allows you to go fishing, which I probably need to unlock. I haven't tried that out yet, so it's going to be a new experience for me as well. And a boat trap. Let's just check something. How many do... Yeah, I do need the grass to add fuel for now. I'll make the hat later so we can look fashionable before the end of this episode. I know you guys want to see me look like a doofus. So let's get here. Also, it allows me, I can refine into boards because I have enough. I have 16 of 4, so I can make a few boards, which would allow me to build new things such as chests, which are containers for other things. So we're on day 4 right now. So we only started and managed to survive 4 days, but just following those simple rules I told you guys about. Meanwhile, let's leave the traps over there. Hopefully the rabbits will come soon and we'll be able to pick something from them. In the meanwhile, let's keep exploring the map. I do recommend exploring always a parcel of the map during the day and spend the other while you scavenge, and spend the other just gathering materials for important things like fire and food. Pick up the flint. There we go. And right now I'm just picking enough things to get us to day 5. Probably gonna do 5 to 5 days in intervals. The days do start to get seemingly a bit longer. I'm not sure if it's my imagination or not, or you spending in the realm here. Probably my imagination. Probably gonna have to make Wilson a Wilson. A Wilson! Kind of like Castaway. Anyways, picking more saplings. There is a butterfly which you can catch with the bug net. I haven't done so yet because I mostly never use the bug net. Anyways, straw hat. There we go. Oh yeah, now we look fashionable. Just for the apprentice survival guide. Only you can survive in the wilderness. Wilson the bear. Well, he's not a bear, but let him grow his beard, he'll look like one. Anyways, let's pick more grass. I do want to get more food though. Over here it seems the berry bushes have been depleted. And oh yeah, this is the swamp. I don't recommend going there just yet. As you can see, there are bad things in there. Pick up seeds. Didn't realize they made the swamps now in the same biome. We actually got a bit diversified biome over here. Oh, and there you go. You can see part of the cycle of the tree. So it's now a full-grown tree, which allows us to get more wood from it. Pick this up. Take that, nature. Yeah, we know, Wilson. You hate nature. And nature hates you. You just don't know it yet. But boy, does it hate you. Let's make the pine cones. Put one here. Put one here. And continue on our quest. Also, do eat something. You're getting a bit starved there. Jolly, I feel a bit famished today. Let's pick the carrots. I'm actually trying to look for another rock. If I find another rock... Oh, yeah. Oh. Although, turkey, I never say no to turkey. Thank you, game, for hearing my prayers for food. Yeah. Come over here, you bastard. Don't run. I won't hurt you much. Oh, you're screwed now. Die, bastard. Thanks for all the food. Oh, this here is a spider nest. They do grow if you leave them alone and get more dangerous. But it's the way you can get silk. However, it's a bad idea to attack them just yet. I do recommend having a few means to do so, which I'll show in a later episode. Probably won't have time in this episode. You actually need to have a kind of a base set up to do so. Yeah. Google Notifier is once again annoying me, saying, "You have new mail." Don't care about new mail. At least not now. I'll read it later, once this is done. Oh, hello. Come over here. I just want to kill you. I'm so hungry. There we go. Go for the eyes. So yeah, this is one of the things I recommend. I normally don't recommend the axe for it. I do recommend that you actually unlock the spear, which we don't have just yet because we need rope to do so, and I haven't unlocked rope. Also, run! It's getting late. It's getting so late. So late. Run for the hills, berry bush. How far are we? Not that far. And let's see, just for a quick break, if our traps... No, not so luck. The traps kinda got edged away. Sometimes it takes a while for the traps to take effect. You do have to be careful and allow the rabbits to spawn. Pick some, and... oh, but this one did work. Above all, let's just first make the campfire. Voila! And check the trap. Oh, you got a bird due to the seeds. Cool. So hungry. Yeah, I know, Wilson. We'll take care of that in a moment. Cook this here, and cook the drumsticks. Eat the bastards that eat the berries, and a bit here. And we're looking pretty dandy. We're already at 80 HP and 69 hunger. Well, that's just a roasted berry. Just boost it up a bit. 82 and 93. Yeah, that's pretty much cool. Cook the berries. And voila. Also, let's spray it with a few seeds here, and that should work. So yeah, in the night there's nothing much to do. I do recommend in the night, in a later thing we'll probably talk about farms and all that. Build some kind of base of operations, like a farm over here, a few chests and all that, so you can have a place to sleep. You can actually speed forward the nighttime if you unlock and make a straw roll, which allows you to sleep through the night. So it's a pretty nifty thing to do. So yeah, I know so far there isn't much to do, but things will evolve. You can do pretty nifty things like big boxes. You can have big houses. Big houses actually the changed a bit the recipe, so they're pretty much harder to do right now. And that involves having much of things refined and all that. This game holds a lot of secrets and does reward a lot exploration. So, also the moon changes cycle, and we're almost done with day 4. Son's over there, waiting, just scratching his ear. It's like, oh, god damn it, I hate this night. And that's it for day 4. And actually we're starting growing our beard, so we're looking pretty snazzy there. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of Something Indie Don't Starve. I hope you guys check out for the next episode, and we just got something on the trap. What is on the trap? We just saw it, but we'll probably check it later. So, till then, see you guys later.